This is Anna from Anna's Corner. I have to get used to saying that. I feel like I should anyway. Okay, so today is a crafty sort of sharing what I've been obsessing about lately instead of cleaning my house. Or emptying moving boxes, which I still have many. Yep. And I don't want to do it. And this happens to me, and I'd rather just be playing. All I want to do is this stuff. This is all I want to do. And I did my nails very quickly. It's a nice neutral nude color, which is lovely. This is from the Dollar Tree. It's that CV color vibe with hardeners, and the name is Sneak Peek. The beautiful nude. Love it, love it. Don't love my knuckles or my hands, but yeah, there we go. So I've been watching obsessively Natasa from Treasure Books. I have always wanted to be a person that journals on a regular basis and that keeps up with writing my thoughts and my feelings, and I can't do it. I have sporadic spurts of stuff that I write down, maybe for a few days, and then I stop for like 3 years. And then I have all that stuff in one of those said boxes, right, that I talked about. But, and so when I come across them, I will spend hours rereading that stuff, and I'm like, holy shit, I've been in angst my whole life. It's really nice to be able to go back and read the stuff. You know, it's just, it's nice to see what was going through your head at the moment. Anyway, so whatever. I've never been interested in making journals. Maybe it crossed my mind at some point, but for some reason, I'm obsessed with her videos. I love her personality. I literally just binge. I leave them in the background, even if I go walk away. She's playing pretty much all day long for like 2 weeks now on my TV. I've watched almost all of her videos. I'm sure she has many that I haven't watched. But I've gotten in this mood now where I want to make at least one, because I know myself. I'm like a golden retriever puppy. I get very distracted very easily, and I move on, and I want to move on. And that's why I have a million supplies of all different types of stuff that I've worked on or love working on. But I want to move on. If I see someone's video and they did something, I'm like, oh, I want to try that and I want to go there. And so I will at least make one. I probably will make more than one, but because I'm interested in making them more for, you know, the witchy side of me. That's my aesthetic. So that's what mine will probably look like, and I will show it to you once it's finished, of course. See all these eyeballs. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what I've been playing with. And something I discovered, which I'm sure a million other people have discovered for themselves and have shared it probably. I just haven't seen it on a video. I'm sure people have done it. Especially people who are multimedia, mixed media artists, and like me, they like exploring with different things. So I don't even know what to show you first. Okay, so I tea, coffee, and cinnamon stained some paper. That wasn't fun. This is just regular printer paper, which you know what it looks like. Now it's, you know, yellow, and it got wrinkled and it tore in some places. It still has some coffee and some cinnamon on it. So I got a bin like this, but it's a bigger, it fit the papers. I threw in some tea bags and hot water. I didn't boil the water. I just got it. Believe me, it's hot enough out of my faucet. It sometimes burns me when I'm taking a shower. And I don't take a shower in the sink. You know, this shower thing, whatever. So the hot water, threw in a couple tea bags. Unfortunately, broke a couple tea bags, and that was not fun to take out. So some of the papers still have tea on them. I put instant coffee so that it would dissolve and it got darker. I threw in cinnamon because I throw cinnamon into everything that I do. And so yeah, that's what happens. Now, I mixed it. I kept stirring the pot. I closed it up. It was one of these Dollar Tree. But the ones haven't seen them anymore. They're bigger, and they're like whatever. It had a lid, so I closed it, put it aside, left it there for the next day, and then I took out all those papers. That's where the pain in the ass began. It took 2 days to dry because I did a big thing of papers, you know, and I did some lined papers as well. I have this little notepad, and these ended up being my favorite. I mean, I've stamped them now, but and you can still see it just looks cool. And I know now you only see the eyeballs, but you know, it has some of the instant coffee, some of the tea bits are still in there. So I have a big dehumidifier machine in my bathroom because there was an issue there. Anyway, it's a big explanation that I'm not going through. And so I turn it on every time I take a shower. I turn this machine on, and it dries out my bathroom. It's really an amazing machine, and the property management people brought it for me when I first moved here because the garage room was just a big mess. So I don't think they remember that I have that machine because it's like a $300 machine. It's amazing. So I took it out of the garage room and I put it in my bathroom because there was a flood in there. And so I had to dry out the room, you know. So I keep it in there now, and it's huge. It's always in the way, but it's amazing. After I take a shower, you know, there's no real way of taking out the vapors and stuff, that humidity. So I turn on the machine for like 3-4 hours and it's all dry. It's great. So I told you all of that to tell you I have a little table where I store extra supplies in the bathroom, and on top I put all these papers with napkins underneath, and I turned on the dehumidifying machine, and that's how I dried most of these papers. Because this is a story. I tried a hairdryer, and I blew out the circuit, the breaker thing, and it took me like 3 hours panicking, trying to figure out how to turn it back on. Yeah. Let me tell you. Hi, Wendy. Do you wanna contribute something here? Are you gonna go? Te cansaste, mi amor. ¿Qué tú quieres, mi niña? I bet you she's gonna lay right on top of here. She's gonna do it because she is who she is. Don't mess the don't. Oh shit. Wendy. Oh, I'm stuck. Wendy. Hi, mi amor. Let me hold on to this. Are you okay? Alright. Where was I? Okay, I'm hot now. I had the heater on. Bathroom. Oh, that's how I dried the paper. Oh yeah, because I blew out the circuit thing. with my hairdryer. It's just a barrel of laughs and fun that goes on here. So this was my second option, is to throw it in the bathroom with the dehumidifying machine, and it took 2 days to dry. I'm sure you or some other crafter would have other ways of doing it. So chances are that I will not ever again do tea dyeing, at least not of that many papers. I threw a stack, you know, so because I'm very impatient. So it was a 3-day process. I don't know how I say I'm impatient. It's just because, yeah, whatever. It was what it was. What was my point? Anyway, I've just been playing around with stuff rather than, like I said, cleaning the house. So, what do I first show you? She's coming back. Hi, mi amor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not entertaining you and ignoring you. I'm sorry. Is your tail right there? I'm sorry. I know. I have this big ass window that I put window mirror film for you to be able to, for me to be able to open the window so you could look out. And the least that she does is look out the damn window. It cost me like $50 to put this mirror film on there so I could open the windows and people can't look in, you know? Okay. So I was playing around with a bunch of stuff, as you can see. I was making this little, I've made these before. It's from one 12 by 12 sheet of scrapbooking paper. And you just make, you do folds, and then you make a couple, 3 cuts, and I mean, there's a gazillion videos out there. I can certainly make a video of me making one. That would not be very entertaining. Unless you would like to see me make one, but seriously, there's a million. Just type 1 sheet mini album and you'll find literally a million people that are very much more prepared than I am and much more talented. So anyway, this is a work in progress. It's a little album. I made one for my ex for Valentine's Day. I still have it. If I can find it, the problem is I put pictures in it. Maybe if I find it, I'll cover his face. And then I'll show it. It's somewhere. It's in a box somewhere. One of my moving boxes. So this has so here, I'll show you. It has pockets. So you can put little stuff in it. So that's 1 top pocket, a side pocket, depending on how you fold it, and you have to glue, you have to glue the sides to make the pocket. A top pocket, so it alternates, top side, top side. I guess technically you can make them all top and all, no you can't because there's some, no, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pockets. So there's plenty of spaces here, and I, of course, did that upside down, but it doesn't matter. For writing, to make these little journals, and you can make a cover and add little things. I could glue that in there as an example, and add words. I've started to cut out. I have a million word stickers and all of that I use in my collages somewhere. But since I've been doing this, I started cutting out, little words, and there's giant letters, and you can make this a pocket. Glue this here on the 3 sides and add another pocket, or just glue it down, or just glue it to one side and this can tuck in there. There's just literally people who make journals. There's 5 million videos out there. I am not the person to look for on how to do anything. Really. So yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to make a few of them. So I started, and you know, this one came out better because I used a scoring board. I found my scoring board, and actually I totally just lied to you. I was gonna leave that in, but I'm an honest person. I can't. I have a scoring board, a Martha Stewart scoring board that I've had for years, barely used it. It's somewhere in a box. But because I don't have the energy to look through boxes, I bought another one. And I figured, well, I have time to return it. So I'll probably end up with 2 scoring boards, is what's happening there. So then I made this one, and they're all different with different scrapbooking papers, and I'll eventually finish them. Then I saw someone that did, unfortunately, I saw another tutorial of how to make also one sheet, but it's a bigger album. It's so freaking cute, you know? It's bigger, as you can see. This one is about 3 inches. My finger is 3 inches. So this is what I use to measure things. So this is a 3 by 4. And it's like a little folder because it has so this one's just pockets. I suppose if you wanted to do something different with it, you can. And I messed it up because I folded it first one way, and then the lines, I wanted them to be horizontal, and I did a mess. So this is just a prototype. And I suppose you can, you can make this, shit, I don't know. I mean, because it has these spots on the bottom. Technically, I suppose you can make those pockets if you wanted to have stuff coming out the bottom. Why not? Or wait, the top. And then just glue it on the bottom. Oh my gosh, there's so many things you can do, really, with one sheet of freaking paper. Anyway, look at how cute. These are all... And, you know, the person that did it didn't glue the inside, but to me it didn't make sense. Like, I wanted each of these to be individual pockets. So I was playing with that. Such a beautiful piece of paper, and I ruined it. But it's okay. You know, that's life. That's my life. I've been, let's see, what else have I been doing? So this is another beautiful piece of paper that I had tried to fold, but it's a very thick, and it has this coating on it, and the sides, I think you'll be able to see that here. You see the white? When you fold it, it creases and the white comes through. So I decided to just cut them, and I'm gonna use them like this, you know, as a little ephemera type thing that there's still space to write something, or maybe I'll put a word and it's just a decorative item that you can use, and it has pretty flowers on the back. So I did that, and I've been cutting images from magazines just to back up, because I'm doing all of this because I've been watching Natasa from Treasure Books, and she does this stuff, but she does it in bulk, like in mass. She does like assembly line, and to me that makes perfect sense. But of course, if you already have an organized space where you can throw all the bits that you cut, so, you know, fudge, like, I'm trying not to curse as much in my videos, but, you know, that's difficult, because I curse 24/7, you know. If someone doesn't like me cursing, you need to not watch my videos. Like, I can't censor myself. So anyway, I'm cutting all these little things that can be used, you know. They're flimsy, but if you glue them onto a piece of paper that's a little stronger and you cut it up, it can be a little space for whatever writing stuff. So I started gluing them onto this it's a flimsy, this is Joss paper, which I'll explain now. But anyway, once you cut it, it made it a little sturdier now. This little, you know, just little different things that I'm seeing in the catalog. Words, enchanting, pure sunshine, delicate bloom, live, laugh. Notice how I didn't cut out love. Anyway, so all these things, these grasses, I want that plant in the backyard. I want it. It creates privacy. But it costs money. I have this stamp somewhere. I haven't found it. I have this stamp. I just cut it out. I found where I had stamped it on a piece of paper and I just cut it out, but I have a million of these that I stamped, so it's another thing I have to find. But that's one of my favorite stamps that I have. I started stamping stuff, so I found I have 3 different eye stamps because obsessed with eyes also. So of course I started stamping it on notebook paper, and on the back of that little card that I showed you that I had to cut up, these will be perfect for, you know, a reflection or something. You can write something, or just for decoration, or just to stare at it. It's a beautiful image. I mean, really, come on. And with the black against the white, I noticed, you know, it came out really crisp. On the tea-dyed paper, well, did I tea-dye? No, I guess I didn't. I didn't stamp it on the tea-dyed paper. How strange. Just the tea-dyed lined paper with orange ink. This was brown ink, you know, and then all that. So I have to cut these out. This is graph paper. That came out pretty good too. Just book paper. And you know, these are books that I have that are meant for crafting, either because I read them or etc. You know, repurpose, reuse. So then I have this unmounted. She's difficult to work with, so I have to mount her somehow, you know, because I couldn't get a crisp stamp image from her, of her, because I think this was the best one I got. Come on, man. You see, this kept happening. The middle part kept not coming out. What am I doing? How am I showing this? I forgot if I'm going to flip the video or not. Oh, I am going to flip it. So, okay. Editing issues. So this, I love Medusa. This is something that is not a mystery. And I had the stamp, and I should have just paid the money to buy it already mounted. I was cheap. I was trying to save, you know, because whatever. I'm trying to make whatever. I've had it for a while now, and I think this is the first time I actually get to use it. So whatever. I stamped it on a bunch of paper. But okay, so the cool thing about it is that even faded away like that can look really cool on a page. You glue it down, and it sort of goes into the background like it's a faded vintage antique type, you know, situation happening. So I'm still gonna use these because it just, you know, it's okay. It looks like it's like it's faded out. It was old and it's been around a while and it faded. Okay, and I have my little plague doctor. He does have foam and is ready to be mounted, so I have to mount him. I have to mount the plague doctor. Oh, I did do it on the tea dyed paper, but it's still, it was the dyeing compromises the texture and the surface of the paper, so it interrupted the stamp, but I still like that. I like it. I did it on a word search page. I went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs with I did it on this Joss paper. Joss paper, if you don't know, I buy mine in Asian markets. They have all kinds. They're all pretty much different. Every batch they do, I think, is different. These are ancestor ritual papers. They burn these in their ancestor rituals, okay? They're just, oh, I hoard these, okay? I hoard them. These are new to me. I found them in the Asian market here. Not all of them always carry them. I think for the most part they do carry some kind of Joss paper. Joss. I mean, look at that. You literally can frame this and it's a piece of art. Like no, really. You could just have a wall of framed Joss papers, or like collage your wall with Joss papers. If I owned a home, that's something I would do. I would have my accent wall collaged with Joss papers because I'm obsessed. This is a bigger one. And they're all different. You can see they're all different. And of course, as a person who does crafts, it's just something else, man. And the feel of the paper, the sound, I mean, it's almost like, it's not almost like, it's a foil. As you can see, that little piece just came off. It's a foil. I don't know how they, I don't know. And I think, I don't know if it's just other Asian cultures that use them. I know the Chinese use them for their ancestor rituals, stuff that they do, okay? I had tried stamping it on the actual foiled part. I don't know if you can probably see. Yeah, you can see it. I tried to then erase it because it wasn't coming through. You can actually see it. Oh, how cool. But anyway, I did it in the middle there, so I'll use that. I was having fun stamping. Really, really a lot of fun. And then I made some discoveries along the way, which is always great. Some of these. Okay, here's my Plague Doctor on lined paper. So then, oh, this, ow. This is a little, this little type of stamp. You know, those office stamps, those teacher stamps that have, the little smiley face. I switched it to the A+ now because I was sick of the smiley face. But anyway, you know. And that, I just have the blue color on that. I was going to sell some of my little extra flourish type, they're very small silicone molds. I was going to sell a little bundle, but honestly, I was going to sell it for not much because, you know, like, they're tiny. Yes, some people use these. But then I had the bright idea. Again, I don't know if other people have done this. I'm sure they have. There's other more brilliant people than me, that's for sure. I got these little frame molds. And I thought, what the hell? Put some ink on the edge. Now this had this thing in the middle because this was a tiny little something. It looks like a uterus. I wish I had been able to keep the whole thing because it actually looks like a uterus, right? But the circle came out so great. I was like, this is a freaking stamp. So I cut out, I did this and I cut out the middle part because it kept, you know, grabbing the ink. So the only raised part now is this. That's so freaking cool. I was so happy. I'm like, now I have a circle stamp with a little decorative thing. I was so proud of myself. You don't seem impressed. Anyway, then here's more of my little guy. You see? Come on. I love that. I was gonna sell it or maybe throw it away or something, you know. If I didn't sell it, I would have just tossed it in the garbage. And that's not good for the earth. So now I can use it as a stamp. Come on, I need applause. So now I have those. And then I was like, okay, what else what other stamps that I'm not using can I go for? And so we found, and by we I mean me, hold on. Oh, so I have a bunch of these zodiac sign. I got a million ideas, and I'm not enough people to be able to do them all, but I got these to do them in wax, but this is the Capricorn one. You can see the little, is it a goat? What is it? Is it a goat? It's one of those animals. Anyway, it's not a goat. So the image didn't come out very well because I thought, oh my gosh, I'll be able to get the zodiac images on there and create little zodiac things, you know, whatever, complicate my life a little more. But because you squeeze it down to get the image, it doesn't come out. Although, you know, whatever, it's a pattern, right? But no, but the outside rim works perfectly for just a circle. So I did that. Yeah. And then I have this, it's a planchette, you know, for the Ouija board. The thingy is called a planchette. And I thought, let me get the pattern in there. But it came out a little messy, but still, you know, it's usable. This is this one, which is just a little flourish mold. And so it came out, you know, like that. It's not too great. A little potion bottle. Where is it? I'm making a mess. I hadn't really planned on doing this. All this, you know, like I like complicating my life. I have this little potion bottle. I mean, really, why did I buy this? I don't do resin yet. I mean, don't get me wrong. I purchased resin to make resin things. I just never did it. Okay? I will be using UV resin because I have an idea. So yeah, I use that as a stamp. So that worked as a stamp. It's kind of cute. And then, did I do this? Did I show you the square one? Whatever, you get the point. This one I'm super like in love with. I guess this is the square one. And here, there you go. I don't know. Why isn't anybody impressed like I am? I fell in love with this one. This one is, I think, the perfect one. I feel. And it's, you know, this little silicone mold for the leaves, and this is for fondant or air dry clay, you know, that kind of thing. It's very shallow. It's not deep. It's very shallow. but it came out perfect. I mean, these two versions, the one where I didn't really press in, and then when I saw that, I said, I think I can get the lines in there, and then I did that. I love it. If you don't love it, there's something wrong with you. Then, what else? Oh, I'm missing, oh man. Shoot, hold on. Okay, so then this one, oh, let me show you this one. These are weird. I don't know. Like, this is just weird, but it's kind of cool. And this is from this mold, which is to make, now again, these are supposedly for resin, I'm assuming, because for wax it didn't work. Wax, I work with wax mostly, and it just didn't work. To make, it's like a doll mold, like a Barbie doll type mold. So those are the arms, of course. And I was gonna get rid of it because I said, what the hell am I gonna use this for? It doesn't fit well together. This was a pretty, not greatly made mold. But it got this really cool pattern. I don't know if you think it's cool or not. I think it's kind of cool. Whatever, okay. And then I had this one. Oh, you must be bored to tears. This is, you can see, these little frames, tiny frames, and this is a little cameo. The cameo didn't come out. But when I saw this, tell me that doesn't look like a little doll, a little Russian nesting doll or something like that. So I'm gonna play with that. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm exhausted myself. Okay. So that's that. Oh, I was getting another idea of for the Zodiac little molds. I've done paper castings with these molds. Very sturdy. It ends up being very sturdy. These are some that I did a while ago. This is on a, my fingers still have ink. This is from the ceramic molds that I have. This is Saint Gabriel or just an angel, a little bunny rabbit. These are from ceramic molds. A little pig. And you can hear how hard they are. It's just paper and glue. It's just paper casting. I did this one from ceramic mold. Her nose didn't come out very clear, but there's Medusa again. I'm obsessed with her. I was thinking I could make paper castings from these and then use those in front of the journal. You know what I mean? Glue them in front of the journal as the cover, and then, you know, whatever. I mean, she came out really thick, but what do you think? I think it's a great idea. Look, I have this little, I'm just oversharing now. This little creepy doll made out of paper. Come on, I think that's so cool. Anyway, those are the things I've been playing with. And I started so okay, you watch her, right? You watch this Natasa, and again, what she does, assembly line, she'll make a million things because she's doing a tutorial video. So she, ahead of time, makes a few of them. So she has them ready to show, and then she shows you how to make it on the video. She's brilliant. And I'm sure many people do that. Many people have copied her. I'm sure she got inspired by other people. You know, nobody's an original. I found these. Look at this. at somewhere, Big Lots, I think. And I'm like, what the hell? Because she had done a video where she altered playing cards, but they were the smaller normal size deck. And I got a couple of them at the Dollar Tree to do that. And then when I went to Big Lots and saw the giant ass box of, these are like almost notebook size paper, 3, 6, like 9 by 7 at least. So I was like, that's brilliant. You can actually just make a journal out of these. So I started to do the things that she does, you know. She puts glue down. I mean, it's a process. This is only the first step. You paste. She just did book pages. I put graph paper and my tea-dyed paper and this green ledger paper, and, you know, just, so I've just started playing with that. That's going to be really cool if I ever get to do it. Then I have these greeting cards that I've had forever. And they're blank cards, but they're so pretty. Just this is a good cover. She has a video on how to make greeting card journals, just literally from the greeting card. So I'll be playing with that. And I don't want to make a junk journal, but I feel like I have to because I've been watching so many of her videos. It would be disrespectful not to follow through. So I've started collecting these junk mail things that you get, these flyers that are the sturdier ones. You know, they're just, you know, that kind of thing. So I've been collecting them and folding them. And eventually, when I have enough, I will make, well, this might be enough already with other papers. I can make, you know, a little journal with that. And then she had another video. This will be the last thing because I know you're bored to tears. You haven't even made it this far. I'm talking to myself at this point. She said something about using catalogs to make journals. Because we're throwing all this shit in the garbage, you know what I mean? So might as well make something out of it and use it and whatever, sell it, give it away to get friends, whatever you want. So I think she said to leave the amount of pages, so I did that. I took the pages out and I've started to alter it to change, you know, the pages. I've only worked on those pages. Again, you see the Jaws paper, obsessed. So I started to strengthen the spine, the middle foot with just masking tape, the thick masking tape. I have a roll of that. Those are the only ones I've done. But it's not going to be very many pages. I might even have too many pages. I don't know. But this most definitely will be a finished journal at some point, and I will share it with you. Maybe one day I'll make a video of me just working on some pages, or maybe finishing it, something like that. But I'm calling this a finished page. So this is washi tape. This is some of the dyed paper, Jaws paper. This is just dyed paper, and I made this into a pocket. Come on, where's one of the things when I need it? Right? I made this one into a pocket. And this is just those little strips from the edge of the 12 by 12 sheets. It comes with a little strip that is perforated and you can remove it. That's what that is. That little edge there. There's a book page underneath there. And then this is the back of it. Right, so I had folded the Joss paper over because she said to fold over to reinforce the edges of the pages so that they're stronger, and then you cover them with other things. So I did this edge with that washi tape, and then the Joss paper just shows through the edging of the paper. This is more washi tape. This is another of those. This is the Joss paper that has writing and their images on it, you know. So I put that as a background. Maybe I'll cover some of it. So I haven't, obviously, I just started. This is something you work on a little bit every day. Oh, on this one, I glued an entire one of the bigger Joss papers. And it's already, like, you feel the 2 pages. Because glue gets hard, and glue alone is a stiffener, you know. It makes it sturdy. This is a very flimsy page, as you see, and this is much tougher already. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm just excited. You know I'll be using that in here somewhere. This is my jam. This aesthetic, as the kids say. So yeah. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been working on. Come on, you glue that there. Glued. This one's glued onto the page. There's still some writing space. I'm not going to write in it. This is going to be a totally obsessed, just looking at it kind of book. I might leave writing spaces, but, you know, just you can do so much. There's so much to do. And not enough versions of myself to do them. And look how this, because this page in the catalog is that page where they explain, you know, they want to get you to sign up for their credit card, and it has a bunch of writing, and so it's a shorter page, and this is a sturdier page on its own. So it, as if lays flat, if the other page behind it peeks out. Look how cool that is. I don't know, I find it very cool. All right, I'll shut up now. Holy shit, this is a long video. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in me doing any tutorial on anything, just go ahead, tell me, you know. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Bye.